Alright, let's dive into something that's been on my radar lately, and it's not just about trade numbers or economic stats. It's about how two countries are turning a scorching summer into a fascinating story of cooperation. I'm talking about the cool trade between China and South Korea, and trust me, it's way more interesting than it sounds at first glance. Here's the hook: while South Korea is sweating through record-breaking heat waves, we're talking temperatures above 40 degrees Celsius in Seoul, China is stepping in with everything from frozen beverages to pet cooling accessories. Yes, you heard that right, even pets are getting the VIP treatment. But what makes this really interesting is how this isn't just a one-way street. It's a two-way flow of products that highlights something bigger: the power of regional cooperation in a world that's increasingly unpredictable. Personally, I think this story is a perfect example of how geography and industrial synergy can create solutions where others might see chaos. China and South Korea are neighbors, and that's not just a geographical fact, it's a strategic advantage. Their proximity means shorter supply chains, faster delivery times, and a flexibility that's hard to replicate with long-distance trade partners. If you take a step back and think about it, this is the kind of partnership that's built to handle crises, whether it's heat waves, pandemics, or economic shocks. One thing that immediately stands out is how this cool trade is about more than just cooling products. It's a reflection of how deeply intertwined these two economies are. China's manufacturing strength and cold chain infrastructure are meeting South Korea's demand for relief from the heat. Meanwhile, Chinese consumers are snapping up South Korean summer cosmetics, lightweight, sweat-proof, and perfect for hot weather. What this really suggests is that these countries aren't just trading goods, they're trading solutions to each other's problems. What many people don't realize is how this kind of regional cooperation is becoming a lifeline in a world where global supply chains are under constant stress. Geopolitical tensions, rising trade barriers, and extreme weather events are making long-distance trade riskier and more expensive. But China and South Korea's short-chain model? It's proving to be resilient. It's not just about cutting costs, it's about ensuring that people have access to what they need when they need it most. From my perspective, this raises a deeper question: could this be a blueprint for the future of trade? As climate change continues to disrupt economies in unpredictable ways, regional partnerships like this might become the norm rather than the exception. The shortened transportation window, the industrial complementarity, the mutual benefit, it's a package deal that's hard to ignore. A detail I find fascinating is how this trade is also about safeguarding livelihoods. Fish farms in South Korea are suffering mass die-offs due to the heat, driving up seafood prices. Meanwhile, Chinese cooling products are providing relief to both people and pets. It's a reminder that trade isn't just about numbers, it's about people's daily lives. If you ask me, the real takeaway here is this: in a world of growing uncertainties, the ability to adapt quickly and work closely with neighbors isn't just a nice-to-have, it's a necessity. China and South Korea's cool trade isn't just a story of economic cooperation, it's a story of resilience, innovation, and mutual support. And honestly, that's something we could all learn from. So, here's my closing thought: as we watch global challenges pile up, maybe it's time to rethink how we approach trade and cooperation. Maybe the future isn't about going bigger and farther, but about going smarter and closer. What do you think? Let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear your take on this.